couple of months ago here on Poland Daily History, we discussed the Polish Prometheism project from the interwar era. This brainchild of the first leader of modern Poland, Józef Piłsudski, who did come to the conclusion that for Poland to be really secure, Russia had to be broken up into some of its constituent parts. And he created a foreign policy based on that. A part of the Polish military intelligence, there was a section that was dedicated to this type of work, doing intelligence out in the remote parts of Russia, trying to find out what people's attitudes were towards such ideas. And when the Soviet Union crumbled in 1991, there was a tendency for deeper disintegration of the Russian Federation. Naturally, we had the Chechens declaring independence and winning the first Chechen war, making it impossible for the Russians to re-establish control over their territory. But later on, naturally, with Vladimir Putin coming to power and starting the second Chechen war in 1999, this was a development that was overturned. However, there were also other republics. For example, Tatarstan had a referendum on autonomy. Recently, the president of Tatarstan, his position was removed. So these are things that you could say that those forces, they are under control when Russia is strong. But when Russia faces hardships, when there is either economic despair or military failures, those are voices that are being raised. At the same time, it's also worth remembering that this claim that Russia is dying is in a way correct, due to the very poor demographics of the Russian Federation. They have few children, and they have high mortality. When it comes to men, for example, the average lifespan of a Russian man is somewhere along 62, 63 or so, much due to the widespread alcoholism, especially out in the Russian countryside. There are many problems that Russia is facing, and this demographic disaster is unevenly spread when it comes to the ethnic groups in Russia. The various Turkic speaking groups that live in Siberia, for example, they still have higher nativity than the Russians do. The same goes for all Muslim groups that are from the Caucasus, so the Dagestanis, the Chechens, the Ingush, they also have higher nativity. And also there has been a lot of migration to Russia from various Muslim peoples of the former Soviet Union, so Kyrgyz, Tajik, Kazakhs, and so on. And many of them have settled in Russia, have even received citizenship, and they also have higher nativity. So now, just a few days ago, a conflict broke out. There is a mosque being built in Moscow on territory which by some Russian Orthodox Christians is believed to be holy. So giant protests against this erupted, and this conflict has spread. Now there are these videos that are being produced by Russian troops in Ukraine, where you have 10 or 12 Russian soldiers saying that we as Christians object to this construction of the mosque on our holy ground. And at the same time you have videos released by Chechen fighters who say that we will support our Muslim brothers and we will take to the streets if necessary, and so on. So there is ethnic conflicts within the Russian Federation.
Adam, as usual, the clock has defeated us, so I'm going to have to ask you to pause there, but we will pick it up next time. There we are. I've had to interrupt Adam almost in mid-sentence, but fear not, if you join us next time on Poland Daily History, as we hope you will, we'll pick up the story. Until then, thank you for watching.